So what have we got here? We have got my speed machine, my TA03rf TRF. I've just cleaned the shell, and then we're going to clean the model next. This is just the runner shell which was used, so let's take the shell off and show you what is underneath. So what we've got here is a TA03rs TRF that was converted with the long carbon chassis to a TA03r TRF. Then the pro parts were added to the front, so the black bumper and motor housing, etc. This allowed us to have the two gearbox covers, the two big gearboxes and two motors and two covers. These covers were really hard to find back in the day, I remember this. The aluminium heatsink covers. It's got the TRF dampers. It's got the aluminium C-hubs, steering and aluminium arms. The arms are not Tamiya, they're Yeah Racing, I believe, if I remember correctly. I've also done the same at the back. So this has been converted to four-wheel steering at the back. So ESC, we went for a KoPropo KSC 1200F ESC. This was quite the ESC in its day. Now if we trace the wires, the motor wires come out and to the front. The belt has been removed to reduce friction to the front motor. And then this one is at the back is in parallel. Now this all needs a clean, as it's been set on the shelf for the last 15 years at least. So we've got the TRF dampers with yellow springs all round. Now this is something worthy of mention. These tyres have had 2 battery packs put through them. In fact, the car, since it's been completed, has only had 7 battery packs through it. It was initially built with Silvercan 540s just to make it work, and then twin Tamiya super modified 11-turn triple motors were fitted front and rear. Top speed was 64 miles an hour measured by GPS and also by a Venom speed meter, which we can still see. I used the lay shaft to fit the magnet for the Venom speed meter. You can see it's all dusty. We're going to take this all apart. We're going to clean it now. Ignore this. We have to get rid of this 27 megahertz receiver at some point. It's not necessary. The servo wires are going front and back. The servo angle on the servo arms that's longer at the front than the back to reduce the amount of steering angle that happens at the back. Nickel metal hydride packs. See if I can get this off with one hand. Come on. By GP. This was the batteries that I used at the time. I used these gold bullet connectors to fit everything for high current. As you'd expect from Tamiya TRF editions, all of the steering parts, etc., aluminium, the C's on the steering, etc. Now moving to the underside of the car, let's have a look at the front first of all. So at the front we have a one-way differential. This was put up at the front to help keep it in a straight line. As I said, the belts were removed already to reduce friction because they weren't needed. And at the back we've got a ball diff. All smooth still. Tape was added at the impact points to reduce the scarring. As you can see from its 7 packs, it has had some use and a little bit of scarring. These at the bottom of the arms, they tend to take the most punishment, I found, as does the front of the gearbox cover. But if I take this off, it's not actually too bad underneath. It's mostly undamaged, few scratches. As you can see, this was never crashed. That's the original bumper. So let's get cleaning. Okay, so now I've got the gearbox covers off, I can show you these big pinions and the fact that the motors just about fit. The motors and the pinions are as big as you can fit into these gearbox covers. What was needed to get the top speed. Right, we're coming along. So she's now clean. And straight from the east, we have these. Now, I've weighed them and they're actually lighter. Ever so slightly lighter than that combination that's already on there. So we're going to get some imitation brake discs, aluminium. Let's go. So here she is now. All clean and ready for her drift conversion. You are no longer a speed machine, but an ultimate drifting machine.